In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a second page to your Android application. First of all, you go to File and you click New Android Application Project. Creating a second page activity, you could also call it activity. Target SDK, API 18, compile with the same. Next, untick the Create Custom Launcher icon, blank activity, finish. Now as you'll note, we called this main activity. Change the emulator to API 18, enlarge it, get rid of the Hello World text view, add another. You could easily just edit that one text view for the purposes of demonstration and got rid of it. Change the text on it. This is just a label, of course. Now here's a button, and we're going to be using this button to go to the second page. And change the text on that if you like. And importantly, change the ID to the correct naming conventions, BTN, Click Me, or BTN whatever, but make sure it says BTN in the beginning. You're going to go to the project and you're going to right click and click New, Other, and make sure Android Activity is highlighted. Next, blank activity. You have to change the name because we already have a main activity. We'll call it Second Page. Finish. This is the design of the second page. This is what's going to show up. You can get rid of that text view and add another. We can put in an image view, which is of course just a picture, just to really show the user that we've gone to a second page. Ideally, you will have imported the image already, but I always forget. Change the layout from relative to linear layout. This just makes it easier to resize a picture. That's blurry because it's not meant to be that big. But this is where you go in and you drag and drop in another image file. Put it in the resources folder in the drawable HDPI folder. Copy it. You click on that image view, click on source, and highlight the one that you just dragged in. Now we're just designing all the layouts, but in the back end, this is the Java file. This is what actually does the real work. Here's where we instantiate our button. This is essentially linking the component on the XML layout to the back end so that we can manipulate it. Button B equals type button, find view by ID, r.id.btn, click me. See how easy it is to access that BTN when we named it properly. We have to import the button class. Now when we hit B dot, it comes up with all the properties and methods that it can have. We're going to set the onClick listener, new onClick listener. And we need to import that. And now that's still got a red squiggly because we haven't added the unimplemented method. A onClick method is going to, of course, have an onClick method in there. So we're going to tell it to, when it's clicked, we're going to tell it to start activity, New intent. Intent is how Java goes from page to page, or sets a view, really. Main activity, this is the context, and we're going to tell it to go to the second page dot class. You have to import intent as well. These things are not pre-imported because there are so many classes that it would just bog your application down if, for example, you didn't need to use it. Now you're going to go to Run As, Android Application. You can click on a number of places to get there. I like to click on, in the layout, I like to click on the XML file. Gonna wait for that emulator to come up. Can take a while. There it is. There's our second page. You've just created an application which has 2 pages.